So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen.
Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Regular. Alert! What's that?
Here's Allen. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end.
What's that?
Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Out. We'll go.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Alert! What's that?
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be safe. Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Allen taking it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Murray. He's got the rookie. That's Marvin Harrison Jr. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Now Murray. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Monday. Look out.
Allen off the play fake. That is into the hands of Coleman downfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Cook up the gut. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Give to Cook out of the gun. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Play action. Now it's Allen. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bills are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to note.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
Now, think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
That'll be complete to Cook.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide. Look out.
Allen now looks to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
56, 56. Off 52. Alert, alert, alert.
Here's Allen to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Bills are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Bills continue to pull away here in this first half. Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And the lead is now 24.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On first down, right back to Benson.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's Murray.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. That is caught, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Sure.
On play action, it's Murray. Steps away.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Come on.
2nd and 10. Kyler going to give this to Benson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Play action. Now it's Murray. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bills are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final done. This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Has his man, it's Shakir. They find some open field here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Regular. It's out.
Throwing now is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air, Allen. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Alert! Half. What's that?
Allen. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Alert!
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Look out!
Now Allen again. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Palmer as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
With the score, Bills 31, Cardinals nothing.
And we welcome you back. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor. We'll not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
To throw, it's Murray.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line.
Pass complete there to Harrison.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his third of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray to air it out again. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Hadn't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and they will remain well behind.
Partner, this is certainly turning out to be one of those days. Here we are in the second half. They're being shut out. Offense is doing nothing. And you're just saying, please, come on, give us something here to your kicker. But even this is no good.
He's able to get it to Coleman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Dalton Kincaid.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Bills extend their lead yet again. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side...
And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. So after the INT, it's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Five wide.
Now Allen. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop him. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that,
56.
they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
To throw, it's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Middle. Look out.
Now Allen. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. A great effort there. With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bills are pouring it on. Bass on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Here's Murray from midfield. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his 2nd season, the future bright. To throw is Murray. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now Murray off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's a cornerback in for the sack, Tre'Davious White.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big.
and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, but they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Down the left sideline. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. Fourth down, this is taking a big risk, but it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense, just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and goal from the 1. Benson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Prater for the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
Hey, home. What's that?
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Bills on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Regular. What's that?
A give. This is Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calais Campbell on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Stop. Half 10. Go.
Allen now looks to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, 29 yards. And the Bills are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch, going to net them 23 and a first. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Murray going to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
What is that?
Inside give to Davis. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So he needed a little assist from his friend the right upright, but 3 points all the same.
Yeah, he's a right-footed kicker. Normally, you don't mess with the right upright as a right-footed kicker, right? You're trying to bring it back right to left. But in this case, he got the assist. Right was right.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Omaha.
Now Murray. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Taylor Rapp with a pick, and he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Left side, Cook. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They run it again with Cook. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down at 4 now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Bills, it's a fantastic start as they